Constructions, here with another episode of MOC Building 101. And in this episode, I'll be showing you 4 different ways to build a curved wall for your MOC. So without further ado, let's get started. So here is the first method, and this is great for building really sharp curves if you want to. If you have a small space you need to build in, because all the other methods take up a little bit more space. So for this one, all you're going to need is a window pane right here. I found this on the pick brick wall, and also a lever, which I also found on the pick brick wall. What you're gonna do is take out the actual lever part, so you just keep the base there, and then you simply just take the bottom of the window pane. You can take the top here, but the connection isn't as good as the bottom, and then you simply just kind of push it in there, and it connects very nicely there, and it's not loose at all, so very firm. And then you just connect it to any stud you want to, like here, and then you can turn it any which way you want to. You can put more than one of the bases on there, so it kind of makes it a little bit stronger, and you can put them in any formation, whether they're together really close, spread out really far, or pretty much even right there. And right here you can see this one is not connected to a stud, and this one is, so that's what's kind of giving it the curve right there. And you can use more than just 3 here. For example, I can move this one down here, and if I had more bricks, I could curve it even more and make it like that. So you can really make any type of curve you want, and again, this is really good for smaller spaces because you don't need a ton of pieces. So let's get on into the next one. Now this is the most basic one, and there's not really a lot of detail in this one, but it's still great if you don't have a lot of pieces. All it is this windscreen piece here, which again I found on the pick brick wall. They come in a variety of different shapes and colors, and you just kind of connect them all together, and you can see you have that nice curve there when you put them on their side, or even if you put them up like that. But I think it looks a little bit better on their side there. Again, there's just a better view of that curve. So if you were to put this into your wall just like this, you'd kind of had a curved window going that way, or you could put it going this way. So again, this is just the most simplest version and basic. So let's get on into the next one. Now here's where things start to get a little bit more complex, and this is just a bunch of 1x2 trans clear plates. And I'll take off the end here, and then I have a 1x6 plate on the end here and on the end here, just connecting all of the small plates together. There you can see those plates I'm talking about, and you're just stacking them in a row. So when you have them all stacked up, they should look like this, just a flat piece of trans clear plates. And again, I have the 1x6 plates on the end here, connecting them all together. If you want to make it higher, you can do that. You just need a longer plate here, and then you're just going to push it just a little bit up right here, and you're just going to go down the whole thing doing that. Be careful you don't break it off, break the connection. I mean, it does happen a couple of times when you're curving it, but just make sure you fix that. And you might have to go through a couple of times to get the exact curve you want. And of course, the more plates you have, the easier it will be to curve, and the larger the curve will be. But if I do this one for long enough, I can get this to be about 90 degrees. So I'll just keep going just like that. And again, this does take a little bit longer, and it's a lot more fragile than the other ones. It's very easy to break while doing this one. So I'll just stop here. You can see it's a pretty basic curve. Again, you can go more. You just want to be very careful when you're doing it so you don't break the connections. But you can use it like this as a curved wall, or going up if you want to. It's really up to you. So you can use this in a variety of different ways, and it does give a really cool effect. It almost looks like stained glass because there's so many small pieces. It just looks really cool. So let's get into the final version of the curved wall. So here is the final version, and again, all these pieces were found on the pick brick wall. So if you want to make any of these models, just go to the pick brick wall. So all you have to do is push in on the sides, and then you get your curve here, and you can see that's a perfect 90 degrees right there. You just hook this side in and this side into your MOC, and there you have a nice curved wall. So this is just made up of a bunch of 1x2 bricks that alternate their connection. if you can see it right here. So this one doesn't go on top of this one, it goes to the side, and again this one goes to the side. And then the layer of windows is basically the same thing, except these are larger than 1x2. I think they're 2x2. Pretty sure, I'm not sure the exact size of these. I mean like 2x2x1 or 2x1x2. But again, these alternate with the connection there, so obviously it doesn't go on top of this red brick perfectly. Oops, it doesn't go on the top right there, it just alternates. So that's the key to this, alternating, and that's what gives you a little bit of a gap between each of the bricks, and that way you can curve it. So just put those back in there. And you can build up a higher level of windows if you want to. So you can have more than one row like that. Just make sure, again, you alternate. That's the key to this. But I just decided to choose one row. But you can basically make the whole thing just a giant curved wall of windows if you want to. And I'll hook these bricks back in. And then, like I said before, you just take the edges and you can make your curve like that. And if I bring it a little bit closer, you can see the gaps between the bricks when you curve it. There's a little bit of a gap there, and that's what enables it to curve a little bit. So each brick can just move a little bit. And obviously, the longer you make this, the better and larger the curve can be. So I can bend it in even closer if I had it a little bit longer. So that does it for this video. Again, these are the 4 types of curved walls I showed how to make. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my channel for some other awesome LEGO videos, and have a great day.